Johnny, we seem to be seeing more companies using blockchain technology to track and trace food. Why is this?
Well, the ability to track and trace where your food on your plates come from has many attractions for farmers, for shops and customers. So you can actually see, the conditions under which the food has been stored, when it was actually caught or picked, the fields it was grown in, maybe even the trawler that the fish was landed on. And many companies are offering much greater transparency on their food as a way to encourage participation and knowledge for their customers. And it's a combination of artificial intelligence, of the Internet of Things, and indeed blockchain. And the information is accessible using quick response codes, i.e. QR codes that you can read on your mobile phone. But it was almost 5 years ago, in November 2015, that a company called Provenance offered to give every physical product its own digital passport to prove authenticity, i.e. is the product what it claims to be, what's its origin, i.e. where does it come from. And we're now seeing companies like Albert Heijn, which is a Dutch supermarket, and they're actually offering to provide provenance on all of their products by 2025. AgriLedger is a company using a blockchain platform whereby they've been able to increase farmers' income by 2 to 3 times what they were getting. And then we've seen Californian Giant Berry, one of America's biggest berry growers, just recently giving access to where and when their actual berries were picked. And then Starbucks, who we all know, offer digital traceability of its products as part of its sustainability strategy. But interestingly, IBM commissioned a report and they found that 71% of people were prepared to pay up to 37% more for products that offered full transparency and traceability. But we're also seeing legislation driving blockchain adoption because the World Health Organization estimates that over 420,000 people die annually from food contamination. So in America, the Food Safety and Monetization Act has introduced controls regarding the import of foods. And in Europe, the trade control and export system is designed to improve traceability of food and risk management, so plants or animal-based products can be tracked and monitored throughout the supply chain. But firms using blockchain need to ensure or avoid garbage in and garbage out. So they've got to have robust and audible procedures to ensure that the correct and verifiable data is entered in the first place. And clearly, products that are being dug or picked and caught are much easier to offer that sort of clarity. But where you've got commingling and blending, i.e. processed food, whilst it's not impossible, it is quite difficult to actually record that information on a blockchain.